Hello everybody and welcome to my first video. I am so excited to have all of you here, especially in this world. If you can't tell, this world has actually been built up a lot. This is a 3-year-old creative world and there is a lot of glass. Like a lot of glass. But what's more exciting is there are these different rooms that are just waiting to be transformed into something amazing. And I'm hoping that we can go on that journey together, transforming these rooms one at a time. I'm really excited to be doing this. I'd love to give you all a tour, but it would literally take 20 minutes for me to show you everything. Let me know if that's something you guys want, because I have no problem doing it, but it would just take a very long time, because 3 years, get out of the way, horse. I don't know what that horse's name is, but it's a very big world. So for today, we're actually going to be focusing on the very first room, the quote-unquote house. It's kind of a house. Kind of not. I like the idea I had, but looking at it makes me very sad because I feel like it could be better. It should be better. It's just a square room on top of a tree. There's not really anything creative about it. I think the use of glass is creative, but like I said, I feel like it could be better. I kind of want to lean into the almost sci-fi aspect of it. A lot of my friends tell me it almost looks like a very scientific looking build, and like I said, I really want to lean into that. I think that would be really cool. But first thing on the agenda is getting rid of all of this glass. So much glass. Oh my word, this is a lot of glass. This is going to take a while. So you know what that means? My very first time lapse. I cannot wait. I will see you guys then. This is going to be exciting. Hello, time-lapse Finn here, and this, as I said before, is exciting. I'm not really sure what to say here, so I'm just going to tell you my thought process. And right now, my thought process is, goddamn, why did I use so much glass? Oh my word, there is so much glass. But also, this is kind of sad. This glass has been here for 3 years. This was the very first building I made in this world. I'm a little sad to see it go, but at the same time, I'm really excited to see what I do with this world. I have so many plans. And I can't wait to share them with all of you. So right now, I'm just, like I said, taking down the glass, taking down my old builds, finding the original tree shape, because we are going to be using that. I just have to keep on tearing down what I had built, because none of it stays. Right now, I'm just making a very oval-shaped first level, because I love building ovals and circles in a block game that focuses on squares. I like the challenge. I think it's fun. I do wind up building more ovals than circles, but I still love it. I really love creating organic shapes. I think it's a really fun challenge, and I can't wait to get better at it. Of course, we still have the glass. I can't not use an obscene amount of glass. To be honest, I had no idea what I was doing building this. I had no plan. I kept having to pause the recording to get advice from a friend. And his advice was, why don't you build it in a creative world first and then bring it to this world? And my not really thought process, but my opinion is, fuck no, I'm gonna wing it all the way. We're just gonna keep on winging it. So I really like the first level I built. I had a very good idea, but the second level was a lot trickier because I didn't know what shape I wanted to build. As you can tell, I've gone through many shapes. I kind of wanted to do a circular building. See, I can make a circle. I made a circle. I'm very proud of that circle, but I ruin it because it does not fit the build. It does not fit what I wanted. So I had to tear it all down again until I finally just went with the natural shape of the tree. I figured that would look better than trying to force a circle or another oval on top. I just used what the tree gave me, what I had already built upon. And like I said before, obscene amount of glass. This entire second floor is glass and leaves. I do eventually wind up using a bit of jungle logs to just give it a bit of difference, color difference, I guess you could say. But again, I still had no clue what I was doing. I didn't know how large I wanted it. All I know is I kind of wanted it dome-like, because I feel like that fit the science-y theme I have going on. A lot of my friends, when I show them this world, they say, oh, it kind of reminds me of like a science-y build, a futuristic build, and I can see that with the amount of glass I use and the shapes of all my rooms. I definitely see that, and I think I want to lean into that more with this build. I think it would be really fun to see and to evolve. I already know that eventually I want to redo all the tunnels to the different rooms as tubes. I think it'd be really cool to have them all very tube shape, and I don't know if I'll make that a video on its own. I'll probably make it a combination video. I'll pick a smaller room and then I'll do some tunnels. And then see, we got the jungle wood on the second floor, and then eventually I'm going to be adding some jungle wood again on the top. Like I said, just to give it more. And I have to take down more of the other rooms and more of the other pathways. I'm not sure how I'm going to connect them, but they will be connected, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the room next to this one. So if you guys have any ideas or any suggestions, please let me know. I am so down to attempt any ideas you guys make. Like I said, there are so many unused rooms, so many buildings, so many shapes, so there's just a lot, and I only have so many ideas. But like I said, I really like the shape of this building. I think it's a really unique build, and I think I could do better. I'm already seeing some things that I can improve on. I think I could probably go back in with the 6-sided jungle logs and replace all of them there, so we don't have the interior jungle wood. I think that would look a lot nicer. Now, the interior is where I start to really struggle. I struggle with interiors, and you can't see it, but you can't see it because I didn't think to show it, but on the other side, I'm trying to make a tube that connects the second and the first floor as sort of like a power supply tube, but none of it turned out, and I eventually wound up scrapping the idea. I'm still really interested in creating like almost a power supply tube, but I have to experiment with it first. I'm probably gonna have to go into a creative world and make something first, because I still think it's a really good idea, and I think it would add a lot of character to this build. Now, the one thing I knew I wanted to make on the inside is I want to do a little villager experiment room. So I've got a villager on one side and a zombie villager on the other, just to like imply that some weird, morally ambiguous experiments are going on. And over in this corner, I tried to make something that looked like a power supply unit, a conductor or whatever, but I wound up hating the whole thing. In the end, I just scrapped it, and this is our first complete build. That was so much fun. I really enjoyed making this, despite the fact that it took me several days to make, and I really can't wait for the next one. I think I'm gonna go start on the next one pretty much as soon as I get this video done. Like I said, the interior still needs a lot of work. I will attempt to do the interior at a later date, but I'm pretty pleased with how far I got. I think it's a good beginning, a very good base. I can't wait to try and connect it to the other pathways and the other buildings. I think that'll be a really fun challenge. I have some ideas for this second level. I think it'd be really neat to maybe make it like a library and have like an enchanting table up here, but beyond that, I don't really have any plans. If you guys have any suggestions, like I said, please let me know. I can't wait to do more. I think this is a really fun project, and it would be really cool. I was just figuring out how to connect all of these. I think it'll be fun. I think this is a good idea, and I honestly don't know what I was doing at this point. I think I was just messing around with the pathways, because eventually these will be connected. I just don't know how. But I think this is a really good spot to end the video. And thank you guys. Have a good evening, night, day, or whatever time it is. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye!